Can you, as a lady, date a broke guy or a guy who is not too financially buoyant, but right now is broke?
Well,
when you had your girlfriends back in those days, of course, I'm sure you were broke then. You were a student, you didn't have money.
Don't lie.
But they dated you.
Don't lie. Ladies, for some ladies, they will tell you categorically that I cannot date a broke guy. I cannot even be in a relationship with a broke guy. So a very
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to another exciting and interesting topic. And today we bring you another hot topic which says, can you as a lady date a broke guy or a guy who is not too financially buoyant? What's your take? Can you date this guy? He's striving hard, he's working hard, he's doing all he can, but he has a bright future, of course. He's hard working, but right now he's broke. And the money is needed.
It's broke. But does he have prospects?
Of course he has prospects. Who doesn't have prospects?
No. Well,
when you had your girlfriends back in those days, of course, I'm sure you were broke then. You were a student, you didn't have money.
Don't lie.
But they dated you.
Don't lie.
Did they ask you if you had prospects?
Don't lie this to me. Well, you know why I asked that question is because for some ladies, I won't say most ladies, for some ladies, they will tell you categorically that I cannot date a broke guy. I cannot even be in a relationship with a broke guy. So a very good example is what I stumbled on social media last week. I think it was one of these popular influencers.
Okay, I think it went viral. Yeah, I heard about it.
I think, I have it on my phone, so I would just like to read it out. Okay. And then so it says, and I quote, "You say you can't date a man that lives in Surulere.
Okay.
And can only date someone who lives on Banana Island. Please research this. Dangote lived in Surulere from 1979 to 1983. Today, he's richer than all the men who lived on the island in the same time frame." And then he goes on to say, "Men grow. Give them a chance if you see that they have potential." Exactly what I was trying to say. Then he says, "Progress is a process. The reason why a lot of useless Yahoo boys are killing women like you is because you want to," that's very mean, "is because you want men with overnight success. But true wealth comes over time. Mike Adenuga was once a taxi driver. Now he drives the economy. Grow with a man who loves you, or you may grow with a man who loves money." End of quote.
In fact, even this one says it all. Because to begin with, Surulere is not a bad place.
It's not a bad place.
Look at VK, the most expensive wedding that is trending on social media now.
Yeah.
She was from Ajegunle.
And there are
she grew up from Ajegunle. She was so proud of where she came from. She went there. She went to take some photo shoots. I saw the video, hugging everyone, greeting. And she was proud of her background. And she's doing exceptionally well today.
That's right.
So that's a lady. You can imagine. So you now saying that if you cannot date someone, I don't know, maybe me, I'm from another world entirely. If a guy has prospects, he's got good future. Maybe you met in school, you're both studying, he's 2 years ahead of you, he's having a fantastic course and he's hardworking, you understand what I mean?
That's right.
Because there's some signs you see, that this one is a go-getter.
Yeah.
But you just whether the guy, you don't even want to know where the guy is coming from. As long as he's broke, I don't want to have anything to do with a broke guy, a guy who does not have money. To start with, nobody was born with, how many people were even born with this silver spoon we're talking about?
I mean, it's I don't know why some people would.
The person that said that, was she into royal? She was born into royal.
Well, I doubt that. I think even if you are born into a royal family or with a silver spoon, that doesn't mean you should look down on other people. I mean, this is the world where somebody wakes up a rich man. He slept as a poor man. He wakes up a rich man. So, and then I think for this lady, she was actually talking about she cannot date somebody, based on the response of the man on the tweet. She was talking about she can't date somebody on the mainland or Surulere or something like that, and that she can only date somebody from Banana Island.
What's wrong?
And I'm like, what's wrong with the mainland?
Mainland.
And then
GRA
this man
is
had
part
to,
of mainland though.
this man had to respond by saying that, why would, and then he gave examples of the two great men, Mike Adenuga and Aliko Dangote. Those are very, very good examples.
And that was fantastic response.
And I'm like, very fantastic response. And I'm like, okay, that is why it's very easy for guys that are into scam and all of that to deceive most of these ladies. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's moral decadence or something that makes a lady want to say that she cannot date. I know everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, exactly.
For some reason, she might have a very good reason for saying what she has said.
Maybe she had
based on past experiences.
I was going to say that also.
But then again, I feel like I don't know. I'm just trying to be very objective here. I feel like it's not necessary, and it's not something that should be a yardstick. Okay,
for me,
dating a guy,
even if you've been in really terrible relationship in the past, maybe you had to suffer with a guy, you were the one who supported financially, and when things went rosy, you were not well treated. You can't use that as a yardstick to generalizing other guys. People can't be the same.
That's right.
There's some people that shared an example on the same show whereby someone suffered with the spouse, and when things got better for the spouse, she treated her up till today. They're still treating her as the queen she is. So for me, I believe that you are even more respected. A guy values you more if you grow together, and if it leads to marriage, you're more appreciated. No matter the amount of girls that promise her away, even when he or she becomes a star, he becomes a star. He appreciates that woman that's been there.
That's
you understand what I mean? Who has suffered. He knows that everyone coming around is just to come and take from. But that one that started with him, built with him, he would always have regard for that one. So saying that if a guy, for me, this world we talk about is shouldn't be based on present cash in the pocket.
And that's where these ladies get
they get it all wrong. So what does this guy have on the upstairs? You understand how intellectual, how creative, how in terms of business tycoon. You might not business tycoon as a student. Those guys that they can easily turn into sales even when they're in school. Maybe they're bringing shoes, selling to other guys. They're doing things. Those are the kind of people that that. If I tag with this guy, there's no way I'm going to suffer in life. Even if I have my own business, it's going to help me build it. So I believe there's some things, some attributes you look out for in a guy, not the money he has in the pocket. Because a guy that has money today can be broke tomorrow.
Yes, you can. His
business can just crumble tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you bank if you bank on that, you marry such guy, and tomorrow there's no more money, what do? You move out of the marriage. For the person who made that statement. So if you marry the guy from Banana Island, things goes very bad for him, and he becomes extremely broke. Maybe the business just goes down like that. He has to move to Ajegunle. So you're going to abandon him, even after having 3 kids for him. You now move on to another Banana Island guy.
That's right.
So I understand in some part of some ethnic group in Nigeria, some of them live very old. They make all the money. I'm not going to mention any.
Before they get married.
So, but for me, and I know that some part that they do suffer together, they grow together. I mean, the lady and the guy in question. So, what's your view though on this? What do you think? Do you think you should make a certain amount of money, or you should become very wealthy before you go ahead to propose to a lady or to date a lady? Because in my own view, I believe if you just propose when you're married, when you've made it all, and the lady comes in, he might not fully appreciate. I'm not saying you shouldn't have earned something. Of course, before you can even open your mouth. Even in churches today, they will say the guy must be doing something. You understand? But not to that level of I'm already a billionaire, everything is sorted out. You just bring in the woman. How would you know that the woman is not marrying you because of your money?
You see, personally, I feel like, just to answer your question straight, I feel like for every guy, a guy has to be confident. Now, confidence for a guy is not limited to your physical appeal. It's not limited to your intellectual capacity. it also has to do with your pocket. So as a man, before you can even approach a lady, you must have something in your pocket. You don't necessarily have to be rich, but at least you must be able to afford your basic needs. And you must also be able to afford the basic needs, some basic needs of the opposite sex. So if I'm approaching a lady today, I'm not going to go as somebody who doesn't have anything. So see, I see relationships as a business. Business in this case, not you have to give me, I have to get something from you, or I give you something, then you have to give me something in return. That's not what I mean. How I see it is this: when you approach it as a business, when you are going for a business meeting or you are going to close a deal, the way you go with all seriousness, with all preparation. You dress well, you smell nice, and then you make sure that you have crossed all your T's and dot all your I's. Now, when you are approaching a lady, you are doing the same thing. It's a serious business. You're not just going there as a scammer or a how do I call it now? Like all these guys that philanders. That philander, you know. So when you are going to meet a lady is able to, the way God created ladies, they can assess you, they can size you up, and then they can draw up a conclusion to say, this is not the kind of guy I want to be. I know you can't judge from the first,
exactly.
But sometimes just like the popular saying goes, that first impression matters. So I feel like for a guy, I know it takes some time for the lady to know your actual worth as a man, but at least have the basic things. You don't go to a lady when you know that you are extremely broke. You can be intellectual, you can have prospects, but at least have the basic things. So for instance, you are planning on settling down with a lady. You can't even say this is my apartment. You can't even say these are the things
This is squatting with a friend.
You are squatting with a friend. This is what I'm doing. I'm earning a salary at the end of the month. You know, all of those things are not there, and then so it makes it a lot easier for a lady to want to look down on you. So I understand what the lady is trying to achieve when she made that statement.
I think they are two different. They're two different things entirely.
No, you can.
She's saying she cannot with a broke guy.
Yeah, she can. No, she can. Yes, what she's trying to
because the standard is clear. She's saying somebody in Banana Island and somebody on the mainland.
So what I'm saying now is that
forgetting that even people on the mainland are not on the level you're talking about, Benga.
So
on the level you're talking about, you are not completely broke, but you are not up there yet.
That's what I'm saying. That
maybe below average or not average. But she's even saying Surulere for me is even average.
No, you know the way she classifies. You know, as Nigerians, we have one mentality. We believe that people on the mainland are broke. While the people on the island are the rich guys. However, because I feel like that's exactly what she's trying to do in that particular tweet. So I'm just trying to contextualize it that for a guy, based on what you asked, for a guy to even say, I want to go out with this lady, you have to be able to, I said, confidence in terms of your intellectual capacity, your visual appeal, that is your physical appeal, and then your pocket. All those three things are very, very important because those are the things that a lady will use to measure you. Or a lady might not be materialistic. The basic things are.
I also feel, I hope that those people that want those in Banana Island, they are also up to the task. They're able to up their game. They have what it takes to meet up that standard as well.
Are you talking about the ladies?
The ladies that want Banana Island. I hope they.
That's another. I think that's matter for another deal.
I hope they have the cash too because the guys too now sizing up.
I mean, I don't know why it's like that these days that ladies expect so much. Some ladies expect so much from the guy. It's like there is a CV. So you have to have those requirements. If you don't meet those requirements, the lady will tell you that she cannot go out with you. I don't know why it has to be so. Or how we even got there in the first place. Because I remember that back in the day, it never used to be like that. When our parents were growing up and all of that.
I remember my mom telling me that some girls were hot when they were back.
No, it's a different thing for you to be hot.
Maybe
it's another thing for you to say, okay, these are the parameters I'm using.
But then they were supportive. They were actually supportive, rather. They were supportive. The female gender was supportive. Yes, they were very supportive. Your final say on this one, with respect to what the lady said, what's your own view? Generally, just wrap it up.
No, I think personally, I think the response she got is actually
it says it all, right?
It says it all. It says it all. You don't judge a book by its cover. You know, you give men, give them time to grow. You know, let the men breathe. Do not suffocate them. You understand? So let them breathe. So give them time to grow. I know that every man, every woman grows with time. It's only a matter of time. If you see a guy that has prospects and you love him, he loves you back in return. He respects you. He respects your family. I think a lady should.
Let me shock you. Rounding up now, you know, there's something I came across on social media after this Super Eagles played. After the match, somebody played a voice message. So the lady requests that one of the, would I say influencer or those people on social media, you know, should kind of help her find one of the players that they once met some time ago. And the guy was maybe trying to, of course, maybe, and she wasn't really.
The guy is rich,
and he said he heard what happened to the guy, and he feels she should just reach out to the guy. Of course, is he just going to reach out to this guy? So people were now saying that, is he going to leave? Should he leave his kids and wife? Just to look for him.
That one is not a bargain now.
He said because then he told him that he's a football, that he was into football, but he didn't take him seriously.
She didn't take him seriously.
So the same vein now, those people you feel don't have money now.
It's only a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. Poverty, like I used to say, rounding up, poverty for me is a thing of the mind. For me, you don't even wait for a guy. A guy will not make you. You are a star yourself.
That's right.
You can support and bring out the best in that guy.
That's right.
Coming together. When you support each other, you
even
build
though
together.
Some ladies don't believe that.
Even some guys don't even know what they have.
Exactly.
It's when the woman comes and supports her, they bring out the best in the guy, and before you know it, they become together, they become successful. So most of the successful guys you see, that's how you say, for every successful man, there's a successful woman. Thank you for watching. We've come to the end of today's topic. It's been an interesting one, trust me. But most importantly, I would like you to subscribe. Please go and subscribe. What did I say? Subscribe and drop a comment below. Also share and like. Until we come your way again and bring you another interesting topic. Stay blessed and bye-bye.